Here are 5 things I'd like to see in Civilization 7. First, there are very few people that think the AI in Civ 6 is good. From poor usage of units to ridiculous trade offers, the AI is one of the weakest parts of the current game and could use an overhaul. For example, these ranged units continue to move into range of my ranged units, but they don't attack, even though they could. And it would be great to see a more meaningful AI that could actually play the game the way it was intended to be played. Although if the military was good, they'd probably have to scale down some of the bonuses on the difficulty levels for people to be able to actually win some of those. Second, wars cause significant reputation damage with other civs, even in a defensive war. Sometimes an aggressive enemy needs to lose a city or two to put them in their place and weaken them so they don't attack you again in the near future. Also, at times, taking a city is the only way to not fall behind, and you've got to make up for the investment you put into having a war, again, even if it's defensive, so that you can maintain the yields that you need to get the victory type that you're looking for. Third, the World Congress should go on permanent recess. These votes are more of an annoyance than anything, and personally, I hate them when they pop up. So many times they don't materially affect the outcome of the game. The AI always votes the same way, regardless of what's happening in the game, and they get annoying quickly, and they take time to click through. You've got to click multiple screens in order to get through the votes. Diplomatic victories in general have never been a favorite of mine, and I would be okay with the whole mechanic going away. Fourth, I'd like to be able to claim land with military units ahead of settlers arriving. It would have to come with some cost, maybe a per turn gold cost to have land claim, or the military unit doing the claiming is locked up until the land gets settled. But it would give an interesting dynamic to expansion and maintain some level of historical accuracy. Fifth, I'd like to see bridges get the same treatment as canals. Now, bridges are not all that common on mini-maps, but sometimes you do end up with several clustered islands, especially if you're playing on an island-centric map where several bridges could be built. In these situations, it would be great to be able to build a bridge district that would span a single hex of water, and then have the San Francisco Bridge or some new bridge wonder that's actually bigger could then be used to span 2 hexes for a bridge one time in a game and give it some special qualities still. And as a bonus, number 6, the thing that I would change, one of the biggest complaints about Civ 6, and I fall into this category as well, late game can be pretty boring depending on what's going on. Sometimes you're so far ahead that victory is certain, and there's really nothing to do other than just click through menus and get through screens as fast as possible so that you can get the win. This could be dozens, if not hundreds of turns that you've got to try and burn through depending on your game speed. And I'd love to have a button that would allow you to auto-calculate an ending after some thresholds were met for the different victory types. Maybe it's, conquering half the world instead of all of the capitals, and having some number higher military power or tech advancement over everybody else in the case of a domination victory. In science, maybe it's you completing the mission to Mars and nobody else even has like combustion yet or something like that. You can come up with a number of different scenarios. There's no exact thing in my mind, but I think you could do it in a way where you don't take away from the game. You allow people to pass through what they find less exciting parts of the game and still get to claim victory at the end. What things would you like to see? Drop them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.